Everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. All my love is gone. All my love is gone. Now you're dead and gone.
Hey guys, this is Matt and welcome back. So one of my favorite Blackpink member, which is Rosé, has just finally made her own solo debut, and I especially fell in love with her new music video, which is On the Ground. I like everything from the concept of the music video, starting from the location, the song itself, the settings, the edits, and of course the dresses. So one of the dress really caught my attention, and that is the roughly pink dress at the end of the music video. Which is why on today's video I'm going to try to make that roughly pink dress, and I decided to improvise a little bit so that it will not be exactly the same. And this is the final result of the dress. It is very roughly and it is pink and it's super cute. So I hope that you will enjoy today's video, and if you do find this video useful and you want to see more upcoming fashion and other DIY project, please kindly subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Okay, let's start. So the first thing I'm doing is making this raw sketch. The reason why I'm making this raw sketch is because that I want to get a vision of how the dress will come out later. And also it helps me to visualize the pattern more and the amount of ruffles and layers needed to complete this dress. Also, I'm going to change a little bit of the design on the back piece, which is I'm going to turn it into a backless piece with a ribbon opening so that the back piece will look as pretty as the front piece. And for the sleeve, it is just the same as making a regular sleeve. It's just that I need to visualize on how much ruffle is needed, because as you can see, the dress has a lot of ruffles on the sleeve. And the ruffle on the sleeve is also one of the main accents for this dress. Moving on, I'm using this Organza square motif fabric for this piece. I feel like that this fabric is just the right choice because it is very delicate, lightweight, and also semi-transparent, and the pink color itself is really pretty. So these are the pieces and the panels for the dress. You have the front piece where you need to combine them later, also the back piece, the skirt that you will need to sew the side seam and the dart, and the sleeve. And for the sleeve, make sure to mark the places where you want your ruffle to be placed later, and also do the same step to the skirt piece. Okay, so let's start with the sewing process. So first, after marking down all of the places for the ruffles to be located at, I cut thin strip of fabric, and this is around 10 cm width, which will later be the place for the sleeve ruffles and the skirt. And then continue to gather this long strip of fabric. You can use a gathering foot from the sewing machine and you will get an automatic gathered result. Then continue to sew all of the panels together and you will get this result, the skirt and also the back and the front. Once you've done this step, then take out the ruffles that you have gathered and pin them to the panels that you have marked before. And for this step, I'm doing the sleeve first and then the skirt. I know that this step may look simple and easy, but actually it takes quite a long time, and especially gathering a lot of ruffle pieces takes a lot of time. And I'm pretty sure that when you are pinning these ruffles onto the panel, you wanted to make sure that they're not slightly tilted, because if they're slightly tilted, they will turn out unsymmetrical. Then bring down the pieces and the ruffles that you've attached to the sewing machine and sew them together. And then I did this round fitting of the skirt and it already looks good. It is so pretty and I really love the ruffles at the bottom of the skirt. And then I also do the round fitting on the sleeve and I really love with the result of the ruffles. It turns out just like how I visualize it. And then this is the result of the ribbon that I've made for the opening of the back piece. It is just simply a long strip of fabric with a smaller width. Then continue to sew the bodice panel to the skirt panel and add the ruffles between them. And also cut out a lining fabric using the same pattern, except you don't need to add ruffles. This time I'm using a white fabric from a leftover project, and I also choose this white color because I feel like it will make the pink more vibrant. And then pin the lining fabric to the organza fabric together, and then you will need to sew the neck area until the shoulder area, but leave the armhole part open. Because later, once you've sewed the neck and the shoulder, you will need to flip the lining and then sew the sleeve to the organza. And right now you're almost finished because just come to the last part, which is sewing the zipper to the back piece. And it will just look like this. And for the front piece, I decided to add a skin tone fabric, and the reason why I'm doing this is that to just feel more comfortable when wearing it. And yes, this is the finished dress.